clients and like show them how to do it, the steps and stuff.
So these are other people in your
Deep breathing. Yeah, I mean.
Okay.
Yeah, no, just like people day to day, you know.
Yeah.
But I also want to be able to be realistic and say where I am and moving from place to place and like, you know, the downfalls of it and you know, just like the reality of it too.
Right. Okay.
But also like the blessing in it, the people I've met, you know, just the growth, the experiences. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, just be like, hey, what's going on, y'all?
Hello everybody, welcome back to Garnered Thoughts with Dr. Garner. So I'm so happy that you guys are back. So really quickly today we're going to talk about consistency. That's the topic today, consistency. So I'm going to give you 5 tips to consistency, but first I want to engage you all in a mindfulness activity. This is something that I do with my clients, I do with my students, just to make sure that they are fully present. There's so much going on in the world right now. This random blizzard, right? The pandemic. People, you know, just it's a lot going on. It's a lot happening, and sometimes it's very hard to just lose sight, and life is already hard enough with whatever you're dealing with, whatever you're going through, on top of these things that are out of your control. So just engage with me in this mindfulness activity, and this is also connected to a spiritual piece as well. I want you all to close your eyes, plant both of your feet on the ground, place your hands on your lap, and close your eyes. A deep breath in and release. Pay attention to your body, pay attention to your fingers, pay attention to your toes, pay attention to your center. Deep breath in again and release. And making sure that you are noticing yourself, you're noticing your body, you're not thinking about what's going on. You are present with yourself. We want to stretch with our next breath. So raise both of your arms up in the air. Don't hurt yourself, but stretch and deep breathe in and release. And you're paying attention to your fingers, your body, your toes, and your center. And then we want to place both arms to the side. Deep breathe in and release it. You want to turn to your right and stretch. Deep breath in and release. And we want to go to your left. Stretch. Don't hurt yourself. Deep breath in to your center. Place them on your lap. And one more. Deep breath in. And release. You're noticing your center. You're noticing your breath. You're noticing your body. And you're one with yourself right now. And now we're going to open our eyes. So how do you guys feel? For me, this is a really, really relaxing strategy to use, but it's also a constant reminder. Your breath, the air that comes in and out of you, it is a reminder of who God is and that He is alive and He did it. He breathed life into us. So let's get going with our topic for today, which is consistency. So the first tip to consistency is remembering your why. For me, for an example, remembering my why, why am I in school? Because I want to help change the world. I want to change the narrative. I want financial stability. Why am I trying to invest in? Why am I investing in my mental health? Because I want to heal from generational trauma. I want to heal from generational trauma. I want to heal. I want to grow. So, tip 2, discern the fight. Pick your battles. Choose your battles. Sometimes there's so much on our plate and we want to tackle it all. I be trying to do everything and can't learn to have a discernment of I don't have to tackle it all and I don't have to tackle it right now. So sometimes that could be a challenge for me. So I'm working through that. I do constantly ask God for discernment, and I'm thankful for discernment because my little intuition is good. But the closer I get spiritually, the more I get connected spiritually, and the more I become one with myself, I'm able to pick up certain things. I'm able to discern a little bit better, as opposed to reacting in the natural or responding, super emotionally. And I'm smiling because I'm a Cancer, so I'm a reactor, baby. So I'm working through it. I'm learning. I'm not perfect. I'm a work in progress. Okay, all of us are. So the third tip is priorities. Schedule them. Priorities is a challenge. Is also a challenge for me too because I know I'm almost telling my age, but I'm almost 30, and there are some things that I feel like I have not accomplished, I haven't done, and all of this was supposed to be done before 30. So I would like to help change this narrative. Me and Timon, we fight a lot because I'm like, I want to do this, and this, and that before this age, before this, before that. But God has really placed roadblocks to prevent certain things, and I also know that if they would have happened, if this plan, this vision that I've had for myself, if they would have played out the way that I envisioned it would have played out, it wouldn't have worked. It wouldn't have worked. I probably would have been miserable, or just something would not have gone right. So, okay. But with these priorities, understanding them, scheduling them in my day. And so right now what's going on is I have dissertation, right? So completing this PhD program. I'm ABD with this PhD. So this semester, all I have to do is write. I am so overwhelmed and over school. Honestly, I'm just being transparent. So I am overwhelmed and over school. However, I am not a quitter. And if I start something, I'm gonna finish it. So just being able to prioritize and plan in my day when I'm gonna start writing, how much I'm gonna start writing, making sure that I take time for myself, which I did not do. I did not do with the EDD with my last degree. That I was not paying attention to self-care. I was not paying attention to self-care at all. So this time I want to be intentional, but I also do know that it is at an accelerated pace. But then also too, with priorities, understanding the 8 stages of wellness, understanding spiritual health, understanding mental health, emotional health, occupational health, financial health. So understanding all of them. My best friend, she has a private practice and it's called Wellness Inside Out. Look, so she does a really, really good job at discussing the 8 stages of wellness and breaking them down, and just figuring out what do you need to give more attention to. Is it your occupational health? What's going on at work? Do you have healthy relationships with the people around you? Are you overwhelmed? Are you stressed to the point that it's affecting your quality of work? All of that matters. Your financial health. Your financial health is really, really important too, because it's all connected, right? So if you are doing well financially and you're taking account for certain things and you have a financial goal and you're budgeting, you're a little bit more at peace, you're a little bit more at ease. And the coin flip with Nick, another plug, Nicole is a CPA, and she actually breaks down what financial health is, learning and knowing how to be good stewards of your funds. God gave us these jobs, God gave us these certain abilities, but then also too, financial literacy hasn't been taught to everyone. So your finances are fixable. You can fix your finances. But sometimes you might need to get someone to look at your financials and see what it is that you need to do, see what it is you need to cover. She gonna make you budget, baby. So be prepared. But I am now comfortable with it now because I feel more at peace, and just knowing that I have a goal in mind and I'm working towards it. And my goal, my journey doesn't look like everyone else's journey. Everyone else's journey doesn't look like mine. So I can't look in his lane, her lane, and see what they doing, because they ain't got nothing to do with me. We ain't got the same situation, So staying in my own lane, knowing how to reach out to certain people, knowing when to cut back. So it's everything is all connected. Sometimes we may need to pay attention to other certain areas more than the other, which is okay. But if that's what you got to do, you just have to prioritize it. Put it in your day. Map it out. I'm gonna take time out for my friends. I'm gonna take time out to be social. I'm gonna take time out to just do nothing. And I have this period of time to do nothing, to escape. I'm going to take this time to pray. I'm going to take this time to meditate. I'm going to take this time to talk to God. I'm going to take this time to walk, to exercise. So this is all a part of being whole. It's all a part of being whole. We got a lot going on in the world. We got kids, we got families. I don't have kids. But, some of us, tip 4. train yourself. You know, we can be very emotional creatures. Knowing when to get up, you know, knowing when to sit down, knowing, you know what, I have a goal in mind, and we're talking about being consistent. You know, and sometimes we like to sulk. We like to sit and feel like, you know, oh, the world is over. And then you also have self-doubt that comes up, and being able to overcome that. I'm a Cancer, so that means I was born in July 7th, actually. 7th, actually. I think everybody knows that. But I'm saying, my point is that I can have a tendency, whatever emotion I feel that emotion wholeheartedly. So if I'm happy, if I'm happy, I'm happy, right? If I'm upset, I'm mad, you know? I feel my emotions, it feels like, to the core. So if I don't want to do anything, I just don't want to do it. And it's hard to start, it's hard to get up. You know, if I'm sad, I'm super sad. So being able to compartmentalize, it can be very challenging for some people. But I also do know that, you know, people who are very disciplined, most athletes, you know, I ran a little track in school. But you know, I also did a lot of extracurricular activities. And so that also helped me in my discipline, being able to, you know, do what I need to do, stay on my shit, you know. Just learning to train myself, learning to stay disciplined, stay focused, and then this brings me to my 5th tip. So get back on the wagon. We are human. You are human. So there are gonna be times where we drop the ball. There are gonna be times that we aren't as consistent as we would like to be. But don't be so down on yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. Get back up, because sometimes if you just get off the wagon just, it's gonna pass you. It's gonna pass you by. You know, and you're going to miss out on your blessing, you're going to miss out on your goal, you're going to miss out on what it is that you worked so hard to do, and then just stop. Because I fell off, so like, why am I going to get back on it? I'm going to fall off again. Okay, keep going, keep trying. You know, the more you do something, the more consistent, the more second nature it becomes. And I'm saying this is like the pot calling the kettle black, but you know, that's an old school term. Y'all know I'm from the country. Just making sure that you continue to stay consistent. You continue to make sure that you're keeping forth your efforts, you know, and staying centered, staying focused, staying prayed up if you pray or meditate, you know, or just being able to sit still and making sure your thoughts are clear, making sure that you're focused, that you are focused on your goal, whatever the goal is. Stay focused, stay diligent, stay persistent. Sometimes, I mean, it's easier said than done. I feel you. It's easier said than done. It's always easier said than done. And, you know, just making sure that, you know, you surround yourself with people who support your goal, who are in alignment with your goal. And if they're not, they're gonna have to go, or you gonna have to go, because it's not gonna work. You know, if you aren't in support of what I got going on, I can't, because you messing up my purpose. You messing up, you know, what God has for me. You're messing up me becoming whole, me walking in what God has called me to do. We're gonna go over the 5 tips again. 1, remember your why. Tip 2, discern the fact. Tip 3, priorities. 4, train yourself. Tip 5, get back on the wagon if you fall off. right? So, and just going forward, consistency is so important. Why am I starting this YouTube channel? Because it's a platform. I'm saying with this first topic is not happenstance. I'm saying consistency because I'm trying to hold myself accountable. How are you going to hold yourself accountable? This is a platform so I can help disseminate information, share knowledge. I don't want to be whole by myself. I want other people to grow too. I want people to grow with me. So please comment below if you have any tips that you want to share that has helped you with your consistency. Cause baby, it's hard. It is, but it's easy if it's second nature, and it's easy if you have a support system and you have some sense of accountability. So please comment below and let me know how you have been consistent or what has helped you with your consistency. So make sure you comment, like, and subscribe to Garner Thoughts with Dr. Garner. So thank you so much. See y'all next time. Next time, I do believe I'm going to have my daddy on. I do think that it's great for you all to meet, my people, because it lets you know more about me. And when you meet people's families, it really is. When you meet people's families, it all aligns. It's like, oh, okay, this is where you get that from. So I can't wait for you guys to meet my dad, and I'm gonna have my mom, and we're gonna share a little bit. We're gonna chop it up. We're gonna chop it up. Okay. So see y'all next time. Thank you so much.